I'm only to be hurt and mistake. Not the victim to her ever-changing. My life is bloody, folded to her arms again. Like a dinner ways to make her pay. So tonight, these guys take care of.
We are back and we're live. How exciting. It's been a while. We first off, before we get anywhere, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. If you are watching this live on Twitter or Facebook, do me a favor, head over to our links and check out our brand new YouTube page.
Twitcher.
Or Twitch if you're on there too. Our brand new
thing. I was just being a weirdo about Twitter.
We have a brand new YouTube page. We have 3 subscribers. Let's change that. The goal is we would love by the end of 2022. Let's hit a K. Let's hit 1K. I don't think that's a lot to ask for, right? We could do that. 1K?
Sure.
Let's do it. We have over 1,000 people following us on
Shoot
Facebook.
for the sun.
Yeah. So go over and give us a follow on the brand new YouTube page. We are slowly adding all of the previous content on. We're done season 1, so you can go back and watch all of season 1. You can check, I think, about more than half of season 2, and then we'll start uploading season 3. So everything's going to be on there. Super excited to launch that. We have a lot to cover today. We have some beers from Foam Brewing Company, Highland Brewing Company, and also a mystery beer from Bill that
Billy's got a surprise for us.
He has not. We don't know what it is.
I got a surprise.
It's a blue toad. Could you imagine?
Maybe.
I will throw up.
It's a red toad.
I don't think I would ever.
It's a hypno toad.
I will never drink that beer.
You may also throw up anyway. So
Okay.
It's just a bunch of LSD.
Yeah. I do have work tomorrow, so don't get me too crazy.
I have work tomorrow too.
We want to thank our Patreon people. So we do have a Patreon. It's $1 or $5, or you can make your own price as long as it's not under $1. I think that's the Patreon rule. Kelly from Crystal Mountain Healing, Tommy Borzrath, Tree of Life Metaphysical Shop, Higher Than Other Words, Jay Horror, and Austin Blackwell. Kelly, who also not only is she's a member of the podcast, she donates $1 or $5. I'm not actually sure, but another thing she's been doing too, if you have been checking out us on other social media, she's making clips of the show. So we're getting like fun little 1 to 3 minute clips that are really, really fun. We also just created a TikTok, so you could follow us on TikTok. Bob will be dancing. All the brand new TikTok trends. No, we just put the clips on there. We might, like, if someone makes a video, like a 30-second beer review, and if you make a video, send it, I'll throw it on TikTok. So we're gonna try to put some stuff up there. Do you want to announce your thing yet, or hold off on that?
Have a thing to announce?
You guys might be doing a little.
Me and Billy are working on some extra fun content as well too. So don't want to really say until we troubleshoot some stuff because I don't really know exactly how we're going to do it yet.
Yeah. And then we have so many sponsors. So if you want to check out all of our sponsors, head over to our website, iwepnetwork.com. You can click on any of the shows, Bangin Beers, or any of the 5 shows I'm a part of, and you can see all of our new sponsors. We have 2 brand new ones. I just want to read one off here. So our brand new one is called Dearly Departed Odd Shop. It's an Etsy shop. So you can head over to Dearly Departed Odd Shop. .etsy.com. There is an Instagram as well. You can go to dearly_odd, and she said it's a one-stop shop for anything spooky, handmade curiosities, magic, antiques, and oddities. And the other one is going to be, where is it? I have it here somewhere. Nikki wrote a big one. But Nikki kind of does the same thing too. So she creates various items that literally ranges from glittery mermaid to punk and goth. So she has a little bit of something for everyone. So you can follow her page as well.
And they are sisters.
Yeah, they are sisters. They make really
they make
cool
some really cool stuff.
So we'll read those 2 off now, and maybe halfway through the show, I may interject with another sponsor here and there, and just kind of do like live ad reads throughout the show. But while we're getting into that, let's crack the first one here. Live chat is also open if you are watching live. Talk with us. Let us know what you think of this new time. Isn't a set in stone. We're live at 7 o'clock at night. We're usually do 12, but it's peak season for me, and I'm working every single day. So
how long they got you doing that this year?
We don't know yet. Hopefully it's end by the end of next weekend, and then we'll be back to normal, but who knows? So so we're going to be live on Sundays for probably this week and definitely next week. 7 o'clock at night will be our new live times. We will be live every week now. So we do have one more episode in the can that we recorded that we can throw up if we need. Because I think the weekend of my birthday, we might go do some fun stuff. There's a Krampus thing in Jim Thorpe we're all going to, I believe, on Sunday.
Nick, that's next Saturday.
Next Saturday. Yeah. And then something's going on Sunday. I forget. but yeah, so we may have to throw up a pre-recorded that one, but we'll to be determined. But we have a lot of fun stuff. We have a lot of beers we'll get into that Bob has got, and then Andy brought 2 lineups worth of beer. And then December has a bunch of fun little goodies that we got stored up. We got some Goose Islands.
Yep.
We're gonna do all of them. We're gonna get
All of them.
we're gonna die.
How about we do one of them?
Are they? How high are they? ABVs?
Like around 4. All the ones I had today
Most
were
are
around
like
14.
How many did you have?
4
Full pours?
tasters.
Oh,
yeah, like 14. Some tip like mid 15.
That's,
All depending.
The Tap Depot had their release again, and I was up there with Roadhouse Slew for the Dolphins game today. They switched 4 of the taps over to the Bourbon County Stouts. So instead of doing full pours throughout the game, I got a flight and I nursed 4 14%ers through 3 quarters.
nice.
Nice.
So I wasn't a wreck when it was showtime.
I will say this. I know people are kind of hating on it. I'm into the new On Tap app. I think it's nice. I think it looks clean. I'm into it. So we're
Well,
drinking.
They're starting to fix some of the screw ups that they let go when they released it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like, what are some of the ones that were a mess up?
Like if you were to go to someone else's thing and you would click on the friends in common, the page would come up blank. There's still a couple that come up blank when you do
Really?
that. There's other issues, but they're starting to finally fix some of it now.
All right. Well, this is Highland Brewing Company. They're a regional brewer out of Asheville,
North Carolina.
North Carolina. This is called Daycation. It's a 4.9 ABV, 40 IBU. We haven't said that in a while. They don't really put IBUs up anymore. This has been checked in 25.6 dyslexia, 0.6 thousand times. 7 of my friends checked it in. It averages a 3.6 among everybody. Out of the 7 friends, it averages a 3.89. Take a Daycation with this hop forward and complex seasonable IPA. Where did you vibrations? We got to turn that off. Where did you get this, Bob?
One of the people that it's a contracted employee where I work, Scott. We call him Mr. Scotty number 3 because he's the third person named Scott to work for me. Original, yeah. He goes to the Carolinas regularly. He visits Murrells Inlet in South Carolina, and they have family in Charlotte. And every time he goes down, I give him 1 or 2 breweries if you happen to be in the neighborhood. And he struck out, but he picked this up at a local store in Charlotte.
Does he know us for the podcast?
I told him we would have
Nice.
him on.
Well,
yeah.
thank you, Scotty. If he, I don't know if he,
Scott
if he
the third.
listens, Scotty Trace.
So on my thing, he's Scott K. It also says Scooter. So good guy.
He's been going by Scooter his whole life, and then he meets you guys, and he gets a brand new name. He's like, I was really into Scooter. I put it as my social media, and now I'm Scotty 3. Well, thank you, Scotty, for bringing us a North Carolina beer. We will take all the beers that are donated to the show.
Actually, this was a sampler case, so there are 2 more of these
Nice.
at home. I made
Cool.
sure I saved 1 of each.
Nice. Yeah, we'll throw them in. And this lineup is from Foam Brewing Company. So was this part of the vacation?
Well, actually, yes and no. We stopped in Foam twice while we were on vacation, and coincidentally, one of my other beer friends was also up there at the same time, and he actually picked these up, and this was part of what he brought back. And I ended up doing a beer trade with someone else to get these.
Nice.
So
I'm gonna put in my description. I don't write descriptions on tap. I'm right. Thanks, Scotty the Third. I don't have him added, so I can't. I don't know his name. For the donation.
This is a nice session, though.
Yeah, it is really
yeah.
tasty.
It is.
A lot of the it's definitely floral. Has like a grassiness to it.
yeah, I get almost like an orange citrus and grassy notes, big on the nose.
Mm-hmm.
It smells wonderful.
Yeah, I would drink these all day.
Yeah, absolutely. Another one, great after a day mowing the lawn or raking the leaves or whatever. You just kick back on the porch and put them down.
Yeah.
Nothing bad about this.
Another thing real quick before we get too deep in this episode. Another thing I'm trying to put out there to our listeners to encourage you to try out, because I've been doing it and I haven't posted anything yet because I've listened to like 9 podcasts in a day because at work I'm just kind of stuck at the computer because it's peak season. But if you're listening to the audio version of this, take a screenshot. Because obviously if you're watching the video, you can comment. But if you're only listening to the audio only, well, first off, if you're listening on Apple, leave us a review. 5 stars goes a long way. If you don't have Apple, you can leave us a review on our website, iwepnetwork.com. Just click on the Bangin Beers, and they believe there's a review tab. We also have, if you're a brewery and you're listening and you want to come on the show, we can come to you. Unless you're really far away and you're going to fly us out, then yeah, sure, we'll do it. But we can also do like a Zoom call style thing where you can join us and drink some beers, and we can talk to you about your brewery. If you want to come talk about pop culture or whatever's going on in the world, we'll talk about that too. We're pretty open-minded. We're getting flexible. We're getting loosey-goosey on the show. But there is on our link tree, there is a be a guest tab, and you can click that and fill out the information, and we'll contact you right away and get you set up. But also, like I said, if you're listening to the audio only, take a screenshot of this of your phone and just kind of post it on social media and tag us like, hey, just listen to the Bangin Beers podcast episode 139. Here's what I thought of it. Because like I said, we're gonna be getting into a lot of pop culture later on in the show because that's what we decided to talk about beforehand. We're gonna talk about some movies coming out and maybe some stuff we watched.
Stuff we're looking forward to.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. All right. Anyone want to add anything to this?
It's a very nice. I could definitely drink this. Asheville has some great breweries. What's it called? Burials down there is fantastic. Their stuff is amazing. I need to hopefully next time I go to North Carolina bring some of that up.
Yeah.
They make some incredible stouts and stuff. So
I want to go to North Carolina just to go to that fucking pirate bar.
Oh, Edward Teach.
Yeah. That just sounds fun. Just get drunk.
Dude, Wilmington's a cool fucking town too. So
that would be see, the only thing is like if you go there and like the people who work there don't know shit about it, but if they're all like educated on it, it would be cool to like sit down and be like, we're just gonna drink your beers and just tell us all about fucking black.
That was about
but
black beer.
actually it was either last week or the week before was the anniversary of his death.
Really?
I want to say November 2nd, maybe. I would have to go back and look. It was just very recently. Yeah.
Dude, like I fucking love talking like topics. I know like during the Warhorse beer brewing, you had the whole story of like just on the fly off the top of your head of Lieutenant Dan. Like I eat that shit up. Like I like learning stuff. Like that's my favorite thing about podcasts is like picking it up and like learning stuff or like, oh, that's something I want to check out because I talked about it. But and I hope to try to recreate that now at this show. But yeah, I'm definitely into the topic stuff. So if anyone has like a fun topic you ever want to talk about, fucking pitch it and we'll do it. And if there's something you want us to research and talk about, send it to us, and you can email us too on our link tree. We have an email or just comment and let us know. But all right, let's crack our next one here.
All right, this next one we got is
The White
Canvas. It's a pale ale from Foam Brewers in Burlington, Vermont.
I have to give a heart to Foam Brewer. Did it pop on you?
Yeah.
Gave you a little.
Got me in the eye.
Gave you a little foam.
Yeah.
There it is.
That's what they do, I guess.
Canvas from Foam Brewing Company is a pale ale New Zealand style, 5.4 ABV, 5.8 thousand check-ins. I'm reading Untapped here. If you're new to the show, that's what we do. We use Untapped a lot. So if you're watching the video, like, why are these guys on their phone the whole time? We're reading Untapped stuff. It averaged a 3.93, so that's almost at that 4, protecting the 4 right there. The world is really close to it. Wow, there's a big write-up. I like this. A blank canvas is something that has motivated us and excited us since day one. The idea that we can create something from nothing and make it our own. This beer is brewed true to our style, maintaining a strong aromatic hop character, a rich flavor profile. This is perfect to toss in your bag for a hike up Camel's Hump, a day at Oak Ledge, or drinking a day skinny. Sorry, I'm a fucking idiot. A day sinking up Mansfield. Is that sinking or I don't know?
Tony can't read.
I'm fucking so tired right now. Skinning up. A day skinning up. What's skinning up? Is that like skinny dipping? I never heard the term skinning up.
I have no clue.
I'm so fucking tired. As I start reading, my eyes start getting burny. And then I'm looking at Bob. He's also fucking tired and half Goose Island.
To bruise, cut, or injure the skin or surface of something.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
We hope to brew this beer on a semi-regular basis and have it present for events We like to participate and sponsor into the community, art shows, concerts, fundraisers. The can has a completely blank side to it. It's for the drinker to do what they please. Paint on it, draw on it, write your name, make a cartoon, or leave it blank. Do what you want with it. It's your canvas, but please enjoy. We should stick a sticker on it and take a picture of it.
Yeah.
That's what we're going to do.
I believe there's a touch of cat piss on my canvas.
Oh, yeah?
Mhm.
I like cat piss beers.
It's got that little bit of cat pissiness to it. The first hit I got had a very like, I want to say almost a metallic aftertaste, but it's gone now. So that might have just been washing the other beer down and conflicting.
It's going to say smooth, clean, citrusy, hoppy, and bright. I hope to get
It is very bright.
I hope to get as popular enough that Untapped knows who we are, likes our content, and adds cat piss to a description, because it's not a bad thing.
Well,
I mean, it is when it's not in a beer.
Yeah,
Well, yeah.
If it's in a beer, it's great.
those things are user edited, I believe.
You can add a flavor profile.
I'm
I
pretty
think so,
sure,
yeah.
Oh, that's terrible.
It's cat pissy.
Yeah, this beer tastes like butt.
Oh, it's a New Zealand hop. Wait, is there multiple versions of Canvas? No, that's the only one that comes up. That Motueka.
I might be broken again. It's really like a cloudy mouthfeel to me. I like it. I like it a lot.
No, it's good. I like it's another, and this is not a big one either, is it? What was it?
No, it's like 4.5.
Yeah, 4.5. It's another session boy. It's very. Ooh, it gets more cat pissy as you go down, but
I'm gonna say this, but I'm not saying in like a negative connotation. For a New Zealand or an IPA, I feel like I've had this a bunch. Like it's something that's like way out of the ordinary. Like it's not blowing me away.
Oh,
Like,
no.
it's like something I can't believe I've never had something like this before.
you know,
So-
I've had beers similar to this.
Yeah.
and I mean, it's good.
but I
Yeah,
would drink it.
There's nothing wrong at all
Yeah.
with this.
No, it's fantastic. I mean, it's just a solid pale ale.
What we should do for the next episode too is maybe bring a beer to have like a side between
Side
like,
beer.
like a talk
Side
beer.
beer,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think that'd be smart. We should start doing that.
I've been meaning to say that for a
Oh, oh.
while. Like
Huh?
we just bring a beer and you crack that some
Like-
bitch open.
I mean, like we could all have the same beer. You know what I mean? Like, hey, like every
Like, a
episode, like
a 4-pack.
yeah, like
Yeah.
oh, this week I'll buy the 4-pack, or you
Yeah,
know,
that'd be cool.
like Bill, like essentially my 4-pack. Like Bill, buy a 4-pack. I'll give you the money when you get here. That's my
Yeah.
pick for this week, and we all drink that 4-pack in between the tasters.
I'm down with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More beer, the better.
So let's get as we're cracking our next one here. Unless anyone has to, add, and like I said, if anyone has anything, add to it. But let's get into our movie talk. Something just came out recently. We are not going to spoil it, but we're going to talk about a
That's
movie.
your
That's,
spoiler-free review. Go see Ghostbusters Afterlife.
yeah,
If you grew up Ghostbusters like I did, I fucking cried like a baby during this movie. Like, not just because of
was it a
things that
packed
happened.
theater?
No, not really. It was IMAX though.
Yeah.
But it just basically I relived my childhood. I mean, like growing up because I was born in 83. So like Ghostbusters, when I was like obviously like cognizant of life, like Ghostbusters was everything. So like the real Ghostbusters, like I lived on that show. Then Ghostbusters 2 came out. I mean, I've seen the first one too. I remember being like 4 or 5 with my proton pack kicking in the kitchen door. Going, we came, we saw, we kicked its ass. My mom's like, Andy. But,
Yep.
so many good memories of Ghostbusters. Like, I mean, like this generation of kids right now has like the Marvel movies and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Like the Ghostbusters were my superheroes.
This is a movie that you can take your like if you do have kids or a nephew or a niece or anything like that, or any like you could take them and be like, hey, this is for your generation now, because I truly hope that this is something they keep going with. You know what I mean? Like even if it's not the new characters and they just say, hey, we're gonna make 4 brand new Ghostbusters and just like keep this franchise going.
Yeah. Or like knowing it's in the same universe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That
'Cause
the
that was
original
one of the-
existed, but now it's new people doing it.
Yeah. Because that was the 2016 sucked. The Girlbusters one was terrible. And not because it was girls.
I didn't dislike it.
I hated it because it felt too like on the nose with their jokes. Like it was like, oh, Leslie Jones is Leslie Jones, and what's her Kate McKinnon's quirky and weird. Okay, so they were just themselves, which is fine, and that's what the original one was. But the direction of it was just not good.
That's what I was gonna say. I think what it did. The reason I like the female one is because it took 4 people from SNL and put them in a movie. You know what I mean? Like it was like, like an SNL style.
I mean, that's what the first one, the original one was too. But like it just did not have that dynamic of what the original one did. Like, and it also was a reboot. Like it would have been so much better if they were like picking up where the other Ghostbusters left off.
Yeah, if they would have done what they did in this one, where they tied it into the same universe.
Being a complete reboot is, I think, what was the biggest mistake of that.
I would agree with that.
Like, I would love to see the girl Ghostbusters directed by Jason Reitman.
Yeah,
like Paul Feig, was it Paul Feig? Feig or whatever. Yeah. He's shitty. I mean, he just then like the whole premise of it was the whole like guy with the ghost making machine thing. It's just fucking stupid. It felt more like the Filmation garbage Ghostbusters. Like
I thought the actors itself did a good job. I thought they were entertaining, but I do agree what you're saying with the things that were the bad parts. But it wasn't something that like was a make or break for me. Like I didn't absolutely hate it.
I didn't think that they did a good job. Like I like all of those ladies. I think they're really funny, but the direction and the story was just stupid.
Yeah.
I think the funniest thing about the movie was Chris Hemsworth playing an idiot.
Yeah. He was a secretary. Like,
he was Janine.
Yeah.
But Afterlife, like I said, it's 100% fan service. I mean, but I mean, if you're going to be mad about that, then I don't know what to tell you.
Well, I said before the podcast started, I said, this movie's not like everything. If you were like, hey, you can make a Ghostbusters movie, I feel like this is the movie they did everything that you would want as a fan for them to do.
Yeah.
When this movie was officially talked about on Not Cool in High School, we were like, oh man, this is the way we would do it, because one character is no longer with us. We'd make him a ghost. Like that was our fan pick. Like make him a ghost, and maybe like his grandkids come back. Like we literally pitched this whole movie idea, and then the movie came, and we were pretty close. You know what I mean?
Maybe they listened to the show.
They did. You're welcome, Ghostbusters fans. Not Cool in High School save the day. Follow us on Inside YouTube and also.
But yeah, no, it's like I said, it was just. I think,
and that's not a spoiler. That's in the commercials.
Yeah. Like my only gripe about the movie is they didn't really talk too much about the happenings of Ghostbusters 2, and I get why, because the main focus was what the plot is of the movie.
Well, didn't they say about the Statue of Liberty?
There's a bunch of callbacks to it, but they don't specifically reference anything.
Yeah.
But like. And another thing, like there's a ton of Easter eggs and stuff between, I said, not just the movies, but like the cartoon. Like there's a lot of real Ghostbusters stuff.
Was there?
Like, and this isn't exactly a spoiler because it's gonna happen.
What was like an Easter egg from the cartoon?
When the ghosts come, like in a montage, like they do in the first movie, when like they're going all through the town, which this is also in the trailer too, so it's not spoiling. The purple eyeball ghost that everybody had the toy of flies out of one of the shops.
Good call. Good call. Yeah, now I'm thinking that I wasn't too much in the cartoon.
Yeah, and there was I believe there was like the cartoon style PKE meter also. On a table somewhere. And it was just a lot of really cool stuff. And like I said, it's complete fan service. And I cried like a fucking baby during it. It was,
and you knew it was coming.
But not even because of like anything that happens in the movie. Like it's just, I don't know, just so happy with it. Like, because when you go into these things, like, oh crap.
Oh, it's definitely something that happens in the movie that makes you cry.
Well, that too. But I mean, not even that. Like I was welling up just seeing things.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, this is amazing.
It might be the movie of the year for me right now.
Oh, it's mine by hands down. I don't care what,
because it's just like I said, it
might be my movie of the decade. Honestly,
it did everything you'd wanted to. Like when it's like, oh, Indiana Jones is coming. You're like, how are they gonna fuck this up?
Especially
more aliens, more aliens in Indiana Jones. They hated the little bit of aliens in the last one. Let's really lean into it.
Yeah.
Were you a Ghostbusters fan, Bob?
Yeah, actually, I did like the first 2 movies. I haven't seen the one with the women playing the cast. We'll have to give this one a check.
That's awesome. That's really cool. Yeah.
Yeah. I also didn't realize until recently that apparently the internet hates Ghostbusters 2. The internet hates Ghostbusters 2 for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know why.
It's not terrible. Fucking amazing.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's great. I mean, it is a little bit more like on the level of the cartoon.
It's like I think they were leaning too hard in the 2 to try to be funny, whereas 1 they were like,
Oh, just
we're gonna make this serious.
Yeah.
But have some funny stuff.
I
in it.
was just watching the movies that made us on Netflix, and there's a Ghostbusters episode, and like, well, I guess when Peter goes into Dana's apartment the first time and he pulls up the piano, just hits those 2 notes, like, they hate this. Like, he just made that up on the spot because apparently like half the movie Bill Murray just made up all his shit because he's Bill Murray.
I think he does that at most of them.
But
like he shows up and does whatever he wants.
I guess they had to keep doing it because one of the crew just could not stop laughing every time he did it.
Could we? Here's a comparison, and if you agree or disagree, say in the comments or chat if you're live. Is Ryan Reynolds our generation's Bill Murray? Where like he's always Bill Murray. Like Bill Murray is Bill Murray in every movie, and he's just such a person that you kind of just expect that person in every movie, and you're not upset about it. And that's kind of like Ryan Reynolds. Like Ryan Reynolds is always Ryan Reynolds, but he's super entertaining.
I think he got to a point of that, whereas Bill Murray was just always that way.
Yeah.
Like I think Ryan Reynolds in the beginning of career, he was trying, and then eventually he was like, "No, I don't give a shit anymore.
Yeah.
This is me. I'm like this all the time."
Like, oh, you want me to play a
real
superhero?
life. Yeah.
How about if I play a superhero, but I'm also just me?
Yeah.
Well, I think like I always said, he's either Bill Murray or Chevy Chase.
Okay.
I see comparisons between both of them in a lot of the stuff he does, but just the shit that fucking comes out of his mouth.
Yep.
I thought you were going to say something, Bob. I was giving you the eyes.
Actually, I have no idea who Ryan Reynolds is.
Oh, he's another. He's an actor. Say that every movie he's in, he plays a lot of comedies, but he doesn't really stretch on who he like. He's
just Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, he's Ryan Reynolds in every movie. Like,
he's in like Waiting, and
he was in Van Wilder. Yeah,
and Just Friends.
he's in everything.
Yeah.
Yep.
Then he's Deadpool.
So this one we're drinking is
This
called
is the Hoppy Logger. This is
this is Free Energy from Foam Brewing Company.
This is actually version 2.
Version 2.
Yep.
Is that actually okay? Free Energy V2.
Yep.
Matt Hardy V2.
fresh hop lager.
4 ABV, 64 check-ins, 3.58. Fresh hopped lager with a Champlain Valley hops. I'll probably mess that up. Fresh whole cone Wilmot hops grown right here in Virginia. Also lightly dried hop with the same thing. Free Energy is light, crisp. Definitely an easy drinker over the weekend. Collaboration with Otis Mountain. Get down. I like this a lot. I would drink
Dude,
these.
this is almost clear.
Yeah.
This is super light.
I would fucking.
But I could crush this all day.
Yep. I'd buy a case of this.
This fits the fucking table theme too. Your chakras and the fucking crystals and shit.
I like it. Yeah, we got crystals and chakras. I don't know. We're trying things out. Well, speaking of that, Andy, good fucking segue. Our sponsor, the Tree of Life Metaphysical Shop. They are dedicated to providing quality metaphysical and holistic goodies to you. Not only do they have an online presence, but they also have a brick and mortar shop located in Ringtown, Pennsylvania. They have something for everyone. So stop in, shop online, come see what you can find, and come grow with us. And they're going to be located at 329 West Apple Street, Ringtown, Pennsylvania. And you can go to Tree of Life Shop. That's Tree of Life, TreeofLifeShoppe.com, and order some stuff. Tell them we sent you on IWP Network. Bangin' Bears.
But this is fantastic. But back to it was fun. Like I've probably watched Ghostbusters 1 and 2 probably like 30 times in the past week or two.
Really?
And just oh my god, dude! Like this new one, like I said, Afterlife. Go see it. Go see it again. If you got kids, they're gonna love it.
So I was like, man, I know I'm getting old, right? So like, you could probably relate. You've been around a lot longer than this, Bob. But like, when you get to a point in your life where like things that you've seen in real life and they start making movies on it, and you're like, fuck, like I was around for that. Like, does that like weird you out at all? Like, like you're getting older if like things that you've seen happen are becoming put in movies.
If you mean like comic books and stuff like that, not so much.
Or like no, like a band,
like,
band you loved, and now they're making like a biopic on the band. You're like, fuck, man, like
Mhm.
I grew up with that band. Now, like it's like pretty much like a story that you remember living is now being made into like a movie, and you're like, fuck, like I've been around long enough that this is good enough to be a movie, you know. And the reason I say that is because I'm in the theaters watching Ghostbusters, and I feel like a kid again. And one of the trailers to a movie coming out, Like I'm sitting there in the theaters and it's like, this guy was a grocery store thing and he loved playing football and he joined the Arena Football League and then he'd become in the NFL. I'm like, they're making a fucking Kurt Warner movie? And it's like, Kurt Warner. I'm like, oh my God. Like I remember being in like middle school watching him win the Super Bowl and this being a big deal. And I'm just like, we're getting a Kurt Warner movie. Like, I'm
not sure if anyone asked for it, but we're getting it.
I'll watch it.
Well, yeah.
That was my only bummer about going to the IMAX movies because there's not really any trailers.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh my God. I was literally like, we talked about last episode. I was high as fuck in the theater and I'm just like losing it. I'm like, this is a fucking Kurt Warner movie. And they're like, who the fuck's Kurt Warner? Like, like shut up. This is not a movie about Kurt Warner. And like Kurt Warner. And I'm just like,
and that's what the name is.
I mean, realistically, the only other option would have been Doug Flutie.
Like we didn't get like a legit Michael Jordan
movie. Give me a Bo
but,
Jackson movie.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like Kurt Warner again. But I mean, he does have a crazy story.
I'm not entirely sure the world will be ready for a Michael Jordan movie
where he's like, shoot the ball, you fucking
idiot. Or you find out he's actually an asshole.
Yeah, where he loved playing on the Olympic team because then he knew how all the people he played against in the regular season played.
Yep.
So he would know how they were.
He's a genius. But there is so much movies coming out at the end of this year and early next year and even next year in general that like next year could be like, listen, 2020 sucked. 2022 started shitty and then kind of got good.
I don't know if I know anything that's coming out next year besides like the Batman.
Well,
let's talk about it.
Bring you in on the world here. So here's some things that just came out recently. Resident Evil: Welcome to Raccoon City.
I do want to see that. Like
I'm a Resident Evil fan.
Like from the trailer, it looks like it follows the games a lot. My only concern is they feel like they're going to probably mash it up too much.
Yeah, they're mashing up first game and the second game at the same time, where I feel like you do the first game, and if you're going to mash up two in one game and one story, you mash up 2 and 3 because literally the video game they happen an hour apart.
Or if you're going to mash them, do the whole story of 1 and then at the end begin to get into 2 and have your jumping off point for the sequel.
I do like that they're following the video game though.
Yeah,
so
but the
we're stepping in the right direction.
Fucking stupid.
Yeah. If you're into this thing, a lot of people are really excited about this. For me personally, it does nothing for me. December 10th, West Side Story.
Nah,
nothing. All right.
I mean, how many times are we gonna do this? Get some. I think that's my biggest gripe about Hollywood is like West Side Story has been done 7 million times. Let's fucking come up with a new.
This time,
this one's done by Disney.
Oh yeah, okay.
And Steven Spielberg, I think is.
Spielberg's directing it.
December 17th. This is gonna be this is the show stealer of the year right here. Spider-Man: No Way From Home. That's going to be the movie
I'm
there.
Super excited about that one.
December 22nd. This one will also stream on HBO Max. But you can see The Matrix Resurrections, December 22nd.
I'll be watching it on HBO.
Yeah, I'll be watching it on HBO as well.
The Kingsman.
December 22nd. The Kingsman.
The Kingsman.
Yeah, it's the prequel to the Kingsman. That actually looks fucking awesome.
I've never seen the Kingsman. Everyone's amazing.
You have to see the church fight.
Yeah, dude. Oh my God. There are the Kingsman.
It's choreographed to Freebird. It took them a week to film it.
Yeah, it's insane.
And
Samuel L. Jackson's the bad guy and he has a lisp the whole time.
And then in the second one, Elton John's in it playing himself.
Yeah.
And here's some unknown release dates. Tomb Raider 2 coming out next year. The first one was actually really good. I liked it.
I don't think
I saw it. There's another Tomb Raider.
They made a movie Tomb Raider. Yeah,
really?
Yeah, it was actually pretty good. It really didn't get promoted very much.
Yeah.
No.
I had no idea.
Some of these I'm just going to skip over because I'm just not going to read the
titles. The Angelina Jolie ones are fun.
Morbius coming out January 28th.
I forgot all about that one.
Yeah, because it keeps getting pushed back for like 3 years.
Uncharted video game movie.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
Rumble, which is a WWE Studios, which is going to be an animated movie with giant monsters and their superstar athletes, professional wrestling.
Isn't the Choose Your Own Adventure Undertaker thing on Netflix or something?
I think so. Yeah, yeah. The New Day tries to escape the Undertaker.
Yeah, I won't watch that.
I'll watch it.
It looks funny. Like it's a funny concept.
The Batman, March 4th.
Now that looks fucking cool.
Yeah. Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness, March 25th. That movie is gonna, like, right now everyone's like, oh cool, like the multiverse is open, we'll get everything, like maybe we'll get the X-Men, we'll get Fantastic Four. Well, Spider-Man's really gonna wet your whistle for March 25th to see what exactly happens in Doctor Strange. Speaking of Keanu Reeves, following a Spider-Man
John
movie.
Wick 4.
John Wick Chapter
Hell yeah.
4. Top Gun Maverick, May 27th.
Oh, dude, that was supposed to come out like 2 years ago.
Another biopic coming out in 2022. Elvis. An Elvis biopic.
Didn't they already do that with Kurt Russell in like the 70s?
Jurassic World Dominion, June 10th.
Another one?
Yep.
Those are fun.
What was the Elvis knockoff movie where him and it was Kurt Russell and
Oh, Kevin Costner, 3,000
were
Miles
like
to
they were his
Graceland.
kids? Yeah.
3,000 Miles to Graceland. It's a Vegas heist movie set to a horrible new metal soundtrack. It was amazing.
Lightyear, which is the Chris Evans Buzz Lightyear movie.
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic Beasts 3. Here it is. Indiana Jones 5.
No.
five.
July-
What have I heard
July.
already? I'm not interested.
What if the
Why would they make a 5 when there's not a 4th one?
What if the colon is we never made the last Indiana Jones?
Why would they make a 5th Indiana Jones if there's not a 4th one?
That's just Indiana Jones 5. I don't know. Mission
maybe they're
Impossible 7.
Maybe they're considering young Indiana Jones as a
Dude, the young Indiana
film.
Jones show is fucking awesome.
It was
I would
good.
actually totally. I don't know if that's streaming anywhere. I would totally go watch that again.
And then listen, here's what's talking about for the end of the year next year. So like, I'm not trying to jump too far ahead, but end of the year next year is pretty fucking dope. It ends with Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse Part 2, the animated, which is great.
Yeah, that was
That was
fantastic.
really good.
Halloween ends.
Yep.
Evil dies. Okay, tonight. This
Okay.
time.
Well, it's
Okay,
still
now.
tonight.
Yeah, because it's gonna pick up where
It
the
still
last
is
one
tonight.
As long as they bring that lady with the iron back.
Yeah.
The Flash going to be November, which
Eh.
has already confirmed. You want to talk about open up the multiverse? The Flash opens up the multiverse. Michael Keaton confirmed to play Batman.
Didn't he just play Batman in like this on the TV show?
No,
They can't make it any worse than he did Aquaman.
well,
Aquaman was fucking terrible, and
The new one?
I will fucking. Everyone said how great it was.
I
I
liked
couldn't
it.
finish it.
I liked it.
Like, I
thought it
really
was
like-
horrible.
Yeah.
I really
watched,
like Jason Momoa, but like I couldn't do it. I had to turn it off.
well, you're going to be really excited for December 16th.
Well, Aquaman.
Aquaman 2.
Aquaman 2.
Aquaman 2. The squeakle.
Captain Marvel 2, November 11th,
Eh.
and then Avatar and Star Wars. There's an
Like-
Avatar movie coming out
Oh,
and Star
why?
Wars, and
Wait,
December.
Star Wars? There's no Star Wars movie coming out.
Supposedly the Star Wars movie's coming out at the end of 2022.
I'm
I don't. There's nothing been announced that there's going to be a movie on their timeline.
And then they already announced
Interesting.
Mission Impossible 8 for 2023 and
Uh,
a Star Trek movie for 2023.
Yo, I'll give Tom Cruise credit. He does all his goddamn stunts in those Mission Impossible movies, and that dude is going to die.
I mean,
well, he has
one can only hope.
I know maybe Xenu will save
Yeah.
him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Praise Xenu.
Speaking of, did you see
I
the
wanna-
new South Park special?
No, I need to watch it.
I don't have
Nice.
Paramount Plus.
So good.
It's on HBO Max.
No.
It's on
it's not-
Paramount Plus.
Oh,
No,
it is? I
yeah.
thought it was on HBO Max. Then I'm
No,
not going to watch it.
If anyone has Paramount Plus, if you want to
Yeah.
shoot over a fucking
I
login.
have, I have it.
All right, if you
It's
need,
weird
like,
it's not on HBO Max because
if you
everything
need,
else
if you
is
need,
on.
if you need to
that-
log in for something, let your boy know.
They signed that crazy like multi-million-dollar deal with so they're gonna do like 3 long specials
Yeah.
a year for the next however many years, and they're signed on for another like 10 seasons.
Maybe
or
I'll just sign
something
up for the
crazy
free
like
trial
that.
and watch it and cancel it because I have no desire. I got to cancel Peacock. I keep
There's a
forgetting.
lot of good stuff on Paramount
I have too many
Plus,
fucking
but
streaming
I'm the
services,
same
though.
way.
I don't.
But so it's them as grown-ups.
Yeah, I saw some of the bits.
South
in the
Park.
trailer.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's them as grown-ups, and Stan moved away and has to come back because Kenny got killed, because Kenny becomes this multi-million-dollar scientist that's trying to figure out where COVID came from. So they think that Kenny got killed because he was getting too close.
Oh my
So
God.
they're sitting there eating, and then and Kyle's like, so I guess you could say that they killed Kenny. And then the camera, in quotes, because it's a cartoon, goes to grown-up Stan, and he goes, all right, I'm going to leave.
Is Cartman like skinny and
You
jacked?
expect- No,
Is he still fat?
he's still fat. But
Okay.
I don't want to ruin anything.
All
for
right.
it. With his,
Is Randy?
Randy's old in it.
yeah, Randy's old,
Please.
and then
Remember, is he like his
a
dad when he
retirement
always
home.
wanted to die?
No,
Please, Dad, kill me!
God damn it, Billy.
Yeah, Billy, kill me!
no, he's reminiscent of the old man, but he's still himself.
Randy has so South Park. Like I've been watching it from season 1 on, and I fell asleep, and Heidi watched it for like fucking 6 hours because she was too lazy to change it. And I remember what episode was on, and I woke up to Heidi going, "Oh my fucking god!" Like she was so not disgusted, but absolutely. She's like, "Was this on TV?" I said, "Yep." She was
the first time Mr. Hanky jumps out of the toilet, leaves shit smeared
Oh
on
my
everything.
god! Fucking
That's
Mr.
a good
Hanky.
part of the new special too. So Kyle's just sitting on the toilet taking a shit. And he's like, "Man, I really need help." And he's so he gets up off the toilet and looks in, and there's a turd in there. And I'm like, "Oh, Mr. Hanky's gonna come out." And he turns and walks away and leaves it in there, hoping it hops out, and it doesn't. And then I'm just like, "Oh, I wish Mr. Hanky would have just popped out."
the first time Heidi seen Mr. Slave, she's like,
Wow.
Jesus Christ!
"Yeah," where he does the whore off with
Oh, Paris Hilton.
That one had
That
her
is one of the best episodes.
when what was the one?
Paris Hilton, you must make your way to the lower intestine. I'm sure you shall perish.
Wait,
Oh, there's so many episodes. I'm trying to. There's
Lemmy
one that
Winks.
Heidi watched where she was like, "What the fuck are you see?" Like, I forget what it was.
The Lemmy Wings is good. Fucking
Oh,
Scott
where-
Scott Fetterman must die.
Where Cartman is taking photos of Butters, like what he pretty much roofies Butters and takes inappropriate photos of him, and then Butters like he takes a photo of Butters' penis in his mouth,
Oh,
and then they tell Cartman that the only way he can reverse it so he's not gay is if he has to put his penis in Butters' mouth. So he tricks Butters into almost doing it, and then his dad Butters' dad walks in and sends him to a church camp to pray, and he's like. But Butters has no idea that he was about to that was supposed to happen to him because he was blindfolded. So he's like, "It's okay, Butters, you're really confused." He goes, "Oh boy, I am sure confused." Like, so he has no idea
or
what's
the
happening.
Fucking one where like he finds his dad going to like the bathhouses with the guys, and fucking his mom tries to kill him.
or the one with
Everyone knows it's Butters.
But Butters and Randy
Ran-
turned out to be like two really good
Yeah.
characters.
Randy and Big Vape. That was a great episode. With the hat that he put on, and you heard the Spin Doctor song playing.
What a great show. Oh my god. Yeah, but I woke up and she's like, I never knew how fucking bad this show was. I was like, yeah, South Park does not mess around.
Yes, David Mavin, it's Kenny's cream cone.
and the best part is they can do whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah.
Because they
They
know
go
it
after
makes
everybody.
them money.
They go after
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah,
But
they
no
do.
one's
Like
there.
it just like they're licensed to print money, basically.
Yeah. Oh man, the Death of Chef one. when they chop it because he left because making fun of Scientology was the fucking straw that broke the camel's back. But when they just chopped up all of his lines into different shit, and he wants to fuck kids.
All right.
Oh.
Are we drinking this one? Yeah, this one we're drinking.
Oh, yeah, we
You
have
want to
a
read
beer,
this
don't
one,
we?
Bob?
We got Pandy on.
Last two I tried to read. I took a stroke halfway through. So
Pandion from Foam Brewers of Burlington, Vermont. This is a Imperial Double New England IPA coming in at 8% ABV. And not just Foam Brewers, but this is actually a collaboration with Horus Aged Ales from Oceanside, California. It's been checked in a total of 696 times. I had 3 friend check-ins. It averages a 4.2 overall, 4.08 for my friends. Our latest creation with Horus Aged Ales, a double dry hop double IPA with Citra and Rawaka. Nice layered herbaceous notes resulting from the Rawaka are complemented by powerful grapefruit flavors. Notes of citrus rind are followed by a dry finish with undertones of passion fruit throughout. And the flavor profile is grapefruity, herbaceous, passion fruit, zippy. There's a new flavor for you.
Zippy,
And bitter.
If Zippy can make it, we can get cat piss in.
There's
There's actually I've
there's-
seen Belgian-y as a flavor profile.
There's one in there when I looked up the word cat and it said catty. So I don't know if they would
Maybe they edited the
Maybe-
pissy portion.
the piss portion is like no go, but catty just means like cat piss.
We'll make up a word like fucking. What does Daryl teach Michael in the office that black people say? Chickaflicka or something like that.
Toxoplasmosis.
Yeah. Yeah. Or Dickaflicka, something like that. Dinkaflinka or something like that. We'll make that as a flavor.
Oh, like
profile.
the Pilgrim guys have one named after it.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. I was gonna say maybe I forgot you have a special beer. I was gonna say, well, we can crack open that.
It don't matter.
No, we'll drink yours. We'll do that one for the next Sunday. If I don't drink it all, is it really good? Was it
if
apple
you drink it?
apple pie? Right? Like,
like an apple pie weed. I
I
don't know
mean,
if you had it
we could take that 4-score one out
when
if
we
you
were
wanna add
there
an extra
after.
beer.
Well, he has another one that we're gonna do.
That's not exactly a beer.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not.
You'll see.
No, you'll
It's
see.
not.
It's
Yeah, you'll see.
We're drinking Buelo.
No.
Oh.
I know what it is. But
I will say this for this beer that we're drinking. I fucking really like it. This is my favorite one so far tonight.
yeah, I think it's
I
my favorite
agree.
too.
and
My
it's the
only-
highest
they-
ABV, but
Yeah, It does not taste it.
no, yeah,
It goes what 8.2.
eight on the
Eight.
nose.
Oh shit! I didn't even realize it was an 8. The
So-
can's pretty cool. It's just it's like a die cut sticker, so it doesn't go all the way around the can. It's kind of cut nice, and then it's just like this fucking hawk or eagle just getting a fish out of the water. Oh, bonus points.
It's a hawk for Horus ales.
Okay, so hawk, but bonus points. The fish is obviously it's dead, but they drew the X on the eye. I fucking love that. You can't. Yeah, you can't see the X on the eye, but there's look at the fish's eye. Got a little X there.
That's funny, and his tongue's hanging out.
Yeah,
So you know he's dead.
yeah. That's how you know he's dead in a cartoon.
But speaking of cartoons, been back to Ghostbusters. But I've been watching the real Ghostbusters again.
Where's that at?
It's on Crackle, which Crackle's 100% free.
So you really had to look for that.
No, well, where's Ghostbusters streaming? So
Yep.
I downloaded it on my
Yep.
Fire Stick, and it's fucking so good. Like
How many
it's-
seasons did it go?
I know.
it's 7 seasons, I think, but like some of the seasons have like 60 episodes.
yeah, because it's those it's like back in the wild
the
days where
cartoon.
Yeah.
like a whole season would be basically like 2 years of the show.
Yeah.
It
as
went
like one
7
season.
seasons.
Yeah, it's 86 to 91.
It's not voiced by the actual guys, right?
No, it's actually it's just random voice actors, but I think the guy who does Voltron is Ray.
Yeah,
But
what's his face has
Arsenio
yellow
Hall,
hair.
Arsenio Hall is Winston.
Can you buy real Ghostbusters like on DVD?
Yes, you
yeah,
can.
that's out there.
And the guy who does Peter's voice is the guy who does Garfield's voice. So it's kind of Bill Murray. And then it's funny because then Bill Murray was Garfield in
He
the
was Garfield.
Garfield movies. And then
listen-
Dave Coulier ends up taking over Peter. But there's some creepy ass fucking episodes. Like I've been watching it through. There's one with the one goes to the Sandman, and he's creepy as fuck. And then Sam Hain, like he's like obviously the king of like Halloween.
Yeah.
But it's so good. And it's not Samhain in the show. It's they call him Sam Hain, like the Danzig band.
I remember at one point that was on Netflix, and I was rewatching it on there.
Yeah, it's so good. But yeah, it's Crackle's free, so you can watch. I think there's like 50 episodes on it.
Yeah, the Crackle's a good one. Another free one is Tubi.
I
Yeah.
just downloaded that.
Yeah,
There's a bunch of good horror movies on Tubi.
yeah.
But yeah, like it said, there's I'm like watching. I'm like, holy shit! And this didn't scare the fuck out of me when I was a kid.
You're talking about the movie cartoons. The one that I used to like. I can as an adult. I remember watching it on Saturday mornings. Was the Men in Black cartoon. I always enjoyed.
I didn't know they made a Men in Black cartoon
I
either.
didn't either. I do remember the Beetlejuice cartoon though.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, because like Lydia and Beetlejuice are like best buds.
Yeah. Best
That was
buds.
that late 80s cocaine fueled everything that like, hey, this is not a kid's movie. Let's make it a kid's show though.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's we
RoboCop.
we just did a whole episode of Not Cool in High School. If you want to go back and check it out, if you're a Ninja Turtles fan, we just talked all about Ninja Turtles and like those comic books, like they're cutting people up and cursing and
Oh yeah.
and then they're like let's
Doesn't
sell toys and make
doesn't Leonardo decapitate Shredder?
yeah and just like
Well,
all right,
there-
let's turn
there's-
this into kids movies.
And even in the movie at the end of the first one, when Casey Jones
It murders them.
like he murders him and he hits the button on the garbage truck and he goes, "Oops." I'm
Oops, just killed him, man.
Oops, I just killed that guy accidentally when I hit the button on the back of this garbage truck to crush him.
You got to be a cold motherfucker. Be like, "Hey, but he was the leader of a gang. Let me crush him to death on a fire." Casey Jones is a savage.
Whoops.
Yeah, just oops. Oops, he's dead.
I guess I'll throw into. So I've been watching the new Dexter.
I was gonna wait until it was done, and
It's
then
really
get
good.
Really?
Yes, it's. I think
Do you have Showtime?
yes.
I'm gonna.
I was gonna get it
make the
when,
same request for Bill for
Yeah,
Paramount.
I got you.
Just message Heidi whatever ones you need. We have
Yeah,
we have a few.
Yeah, I have a few too. I'll message the logins to both of you for
Yeah.
So
Paramount Plus.
this new season does not disavow the last shitty seasons, but so it's set 10 years after the first one ended. And everything still happened, even though the ending of Dexter was one of the worst in television history.
That
It's a shame. A lot of people were
Aggravating.
like, "Oh, this show sucked after season 4." I disagree. I think there were some seasons in there that were still good.
Season 5,
it went up and down for me.
Yeah,
there were
season
ones that were
5
awful.
Season 5, and this is long, so spoilers. Season 5 would have probably been good if they didn't forget Rita died like 5 episodes into it.
Yeah.
That was like the biggest fucking thing ever, was Trinity Killer killing Rita at the end of season 4. And then they just kind of forget about it. Like Quinn kind of has some weird ideas and stuff, and like he's looking into Dexter, but then he's like, then they just kind of forget about it.
Yeah. I really like Doomsday, and a lot of people didn't like Doomsday.
I thought Doomsday was good,
Yeah, I like Doomsday a
but
lot.
then 7 and 8 are when it fell apart, like
Mhm.
with the whole like Russian mafia bullshit and stuff. And
I thought Julia Stiles was good though.
and
Yeah.
fucking once they added Hannah McKay, she was the worst.
Yeah.
But the new season takes place 10 years after Dexter
Is
has.
he still a logger?
No, he's living in he goes to the Pacific Northwest in the end of the first series, but he's in an upstate New York town where he works at like a sporting goods shop,
And he still has.
and
the
he
Dark
hasn't killed
Passenger?
anybody in 10 years.
Oh, so he suppressed the Dark Passenger.
He suppressed the Dark Passenger. And this is all in the trailer, so you can't.
and then Harrison comes
spoil
to find him.
So Harrison finds him.
Oh, I see. I knew. I didn't know that. I just said
Yeah.
that's how I would write it. If
It's
I was
also in the trailer. So Dexter basically, the first episode, he kills again for the first time because the dude's a piece of shit, and Harrison shows up, and they kind of go from there.
Harrison sees him killing somebody.
No, Harrison doesn't know any of that portion of it.
But also, you can argue that Harrison probably has the same thing because he essentially
Hey, Dad, I need to
Well,
talk
that's kind
to
of
you.
what Dexter's
went through
worried
the same.
about.
Yeah.
So that's what kind
So
of
they're kind of
Dexter's worried
tiptoeing
about.
around each other. Who's going to break the ice first? To be like, hey, do you have this weird
Yeah.
thing where you just want to kill people?
So they hint at some like darkness of Harrison.
Who's playing Harrison and how old
some
is he
random
now?
kid? He's like 15.
He's 50. So does he like run away and fucking goes finds his dad?
So I guess this isn't like major plot points or anything.
So
So
all the-
Hannah's dead.
All these people are looking for Dexter, and a 15-year-old kid just finds him.
Yeah.
He knew where he had an idea where he was because he sent a letter to Hannah, I guess.
Okay.
And they had like Hannah died of cancer or something like that, and he ended up in like the foster care system. So then he ended up tracking down Dexter, and that's where he's at. And he's
Alright.
dating the local police chief.
Dexter is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just in case.
So he like I said, he had when this starts, he has not killed a person since
What is he going by now?
Jim Lindsay,
Jim Lindsay. Okay.
which is a throwback to the guy who wrote the Dexter books, is Jeff Lindsay.
Yeah.
And they're not good. This is one of the instances of the show. I read the first 2 Dexter books, and I keep
How many
going.
episodes are we getting?
I think it's 10, and they're on. I think today's the 5th.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm interested.
But I really like it so far. Like it's good. Like it's well thought out. Like Dexter realizes when he kills this guy, like he's like, oh shit, I fucked up.
I'm hungry again.
Yeah, and he's realizing that like, maybe I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah. Have you been watching the Chucky series?
I watched the first 3,
Oh, it's
so I need to get caught up.
It's so good.
I've heard it's good, but I've
It's-
never liked
it-
Chucky.
It's good. It's good.
If you
Like
don't
the-
like Chucky, it won't do nothing for you. But if you're like Chucky,
like, I think it's still fun if
Yeah.
if you're not like a gigantic fan.
I think they're
like-
doing a good job of explaining things that you're always wondering how Chucky did. Like, how does he get around? How does he do this? Like, he's such a like. It really dives into how good of a manipulator he is, which is fun.
Yeah, I've heard really good things about it. I just never liked Child's Play at all. Like, I just never. Never did it for me.
Yeah. What's this? That just come in?
What's that?
Did you just send this to me? Oh no, that's somebody else.
I was like, what are you talking
I
about?
seen Andy, and I get you confused.
Yeah. So this last one we've got is Young Bachelor, or is it the Nameless? I'm assuming, is this a collaboration?
I think so because I looked it up.
All right, I
and
think the
said that
Nameless is the
Nameless
the
is
Nameless is
beer.
the actual the name of the beer, and it's a collaboration with Young Bachelor. I had the can turned sideways.
You want to read it off?
You have it pulled up?
I have it up.
Go ahead.
Go for it, Bob.
Except mine doesn't say anything about it being a collaboration.
Oh, you fucked up.
That's the right one, right?
What's it called?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
it's right one.
Nameless.
The Nameless.
8,000 check-ins.
Wow.
So the Nameless from Foam Brewers. It's an American IPA coming in at 7% ABV, 65 IBUs. It's been checked in 8,000 times. Averages a 4.11. I have 10 friend check-ins that also average a 4.11. See if we can find some Dom the Beer Bro action in there.
Yeah, we got to reach out to him. Now, while you're I'm gonna
No Dom.
no Dom. Now, how exactly did you come across foam?
Well, we were up there and the first day in Burlington, we went to go to the lake. We just parked, we walked around a little bit, and when we came back to the car, it turned out that we actually parked right in front of the brewery and never even realized it
Oh wow.
because we were there before it was open.
Was it not really like showing in the front of the building that it was a brewery?
It's
or-
so we were actually like down on like the closest to the lake that you can park, and it's back off the road a little bit. There's trees in the way, and again, it wasn't open, so you know there were no lights on or anything.
So when you went back to the car, you seen people and lights and
They just opened, or they weren't even still open yet when we got back to the car, but they were in there doing setup, taking the tables off the chairs off the tables and mopping the floor, and we came back later in the day.
what do you think?
I like that it's a nice place.
So we had a lager and mostly IPAs here. Is there anything else that you tried style wise that they've done that you when you were there? Like, did you try stout, a porter,
I
sour?
would have to look. I mean,
Nothing stands out. You drink a lot of
don't-
beers.
yeah, I mean, 30 breweries in 10 days. Yeah,
Yeah,
I would have to go look.
they blend together.
You know-
was there food or anything like
I can't remember if there had to be
food
food there.
trucks or anything?
So happens to hit 30 breweries.
Yeah. 30 breweries in 10 days.
And then they have a nice outdoor seating area too, and it's very close to the lake. It's just a really if you're up there, go. It's worth the time.
What is the town like that this is in? Like you said,
Um,
the nice walking around lake and
It's Burlington. It's right on the shore of Lake Champlain. It's
oh my goodness.
almost positive it's the biggest city in Vermont, which doesn't make it huge, but
Yeah.
it's a college town. There are two colleges in town, Champlain University, and I forget what the other one is now, but there's two of them, and the views are beautiful everywhere. As you get farther up the lake, you go uphill. So as you turn around and you look behind you, the lake is always in the distance with the mountains in the background on the other side.
It's like a fucking Hallmark card.
A very nice business district downtown. All kinds of shops and bars and restaurants, and I just wish we had more time. Like we talked about it before, everybody was keeping so many places didn't open until after 4:00 in the afternoon.
Oh yeah.
And when you're trying to see as many as you can, you just can't always work with that. And there were even places, and they might even still be like that, where they just wouldn't let anybody in. It was only curbside pickup.
Yeah. And now maybe this new we have a new strain
Yeah.
showing up. So hopefully, just when we thought maybe we can turn the corner here and go back to normal, now we get another strain.
The Voltron.
The Voltron
Yep.
strain.
Ultra
But,
strain.
but yeah, if you're up there, definitely go check it out.
So the reason we weren't live for last Sunday, we're supposed to go live. We do pre-record stuff. We're not going to record a second episode tonight because I do have work in the morning because of peak. But I did catch COVID. Full disclosure to the listeners. I will say this is not a speech to get vaccinated or not vaccinated. Do what you want to do. But there was 6 of us that all tested positive when we're all hanging out. Not here, none of you guys, obviously, but 6 people I was with all tested positive. All of us were vaccinated, but one person went to the hospital and stayed a couple days. I don't know if they're out, how they're doing. It didn't look awesome. Looked like they're having a pretty rough time. But the rest of that were vaccinated. Beat it like a normal cold. Like we just kind of quarantined away. We stayed away from each other, stayed away from our wives and stuff. It sucked, but yeah, just took flu medicine and vitamins, and we were good. And the one guy who wasn't wasn't having a good time. So if that's any indication, like I said, I'm not do what you want to do, but it's scary, man. When you the whole time, I mean, it's kind of a miracle I haven't gotten it before. You know, I got vaccinated. I kind of rolled the dice a little bit here, going to wrestling shows and bars, and went to a couple bands. Like actually, the night of the show, I heard a bunch of people tested positive.
I've not heard that at all.
I heard Dan said like a group of people that came in. I guess he follows them on Facebook, and he said a couple days later they all tested positive.
Possible,
but it's
I mean,
weird because like
the thing though, like you make that decision. Like if you
absolutely
don't want to be in that situation, then don't.
Yeah. We got it on. I got it either Saturday or Sunday, and I didn't get sick until Thursday and Wednesday into Thursday. So there's like a 3 or 4 day window where you don't even know you're sick, and then it hits you like 4 days later. So it's weird.
So that's I chose not to go to Chiller this year. They had shut it down 3 times in a row, and they finally had one this October. And when I went to the Hamburger Fest, there were points in there where I didn't feel comfortable being around that many people after doing it this way for so long. And I said to myself, well, fuck, if I feel like this now, what that's entirely indoors. Yeah, so I just passed.
Yeah. When I went to the Fall Out Boy Weezer Green Day concert,
Yeah.
I wore a mask. I wore a mask the whole show.
I still take one with me. I have one in my pocket right now.
Yeah, same here. It's I don't know. It's sketchy, There is people who obviously do somewhat care and wear masks, and then there's people who are just like, no, it's not real. Fuck it, let's go. I'll lick your face. It's I don't know. I was a little less cautious, and then I caught it, and it's like, oh man, that could have been bad. You know what I mean? Like, and I was around some people who are like, if they were to get it, it would be bad. Like bad for them because they can't be vaccinated. Like they have a pre-existing
condition.
You got it. And it's just like, man, I'm super thankful that I didn't give it to them or they didn't get it, because I would feel fucking awful if I was part of a situation where I tested positive and say that one person that wasn't vaccinated didn't make it or something really, really bad happened. Like I'd be like, fuck, man, I was part of that. Like, you know what I mean? It's kind of like giving a chick a diseise. It's like, fuck, I've never done that. But I mean, like, when you're around a group of people, I mean, that's the only thing I could compare it to. And I'm not trying to be funny. Like, I'm not trying to be funny. Like, I literally have no comparison. Like, oh, I got someone sick. Like, I had the flu and then everyone else got sick. And everyone moves on. They don't really give a shit. But like, people are dying. You know what I mean? Like, if you get someone sick and they fucking die, it's like, that's scary. Like, I don't want to live with that. That's not, I mean, it's not technically just on me. It's on everybody. But it's just like, imagine being with a group of people, like 6 of us get sick and one person dies out of the 6 of us. It's like,
and you can do.
Oh yeah,
truth.
You can come through on a Ouija board or something. Yeah. You haunt this house, you're gonna see some shit. You're gonna see some shit. I'm just like, it's it gets crazy here. All right, our last one, the Nameless. Did we read this one?
We stopped in the middle.
Sorry. There's not really much of a write up here.
No, there's again, American IPA coming in at 7%, 65 IBUs. Tasting notes: papaya, orange peel, and pine, and that is pretty accurate. Flavor profile is smooth, hoppy, tropical, piney, and sweet.
Oh, Andrew, you're killing it. You already put it to the community page. The episode.
Yeah.
Look at you.
No. Did I?
I don't know.
I shared it on my Facebook.
Yeah, I shared it on mine.
I'm rearranging your shockers though because it was driving me nuts.
Oh, because they weren't
Now it's
balanced.
even. Now it's even.
Yeah, I'll put it there just in case. All right. I honestly, you know what? I really, really like that last one. And this one's really good too.
These are all really good. My only gripe is I think they all taste, even the lager, similar.
Yeah, they have their style.
So
you know what it kind of reminds me of a little bit? Like almost it's really close to like their style, the way their mouthfeel is, and the way like I said, like they all stick to traditional style. Like they don't really, nothing really jumps out like, oh my God, this is like a really, I don't know. When I'm saying this, I'm not trying to be mean about it or like sound like I'm being negative, because I don't dislike any of these beers, but it reminds me as if like this is Vermont's version of Evergreen. Like I kind of get Evergreen feels for, and that's not a bad thing at all, because Evergreen makes fucking banging ass.
I mean,
beers.
every one of these is playing with 4.
Yeah, agreed. Agreed.
There's nothing bad on this table.
No, they're all fantastic.
I would not be upset if this was in my backyard as a brewery.
No.
Everything's fantastic. Like I said, I personally taste a similarity between all of them, but they're all very good.
Well, and speaking of backyard, so Bob and I went to Brews Giving because other people
Good call.
could not make it.
I had the Ovid.
You had the Ovid.
I had
But
prior engagements.
You had prior engagements. So myself and my dad met up with Bob.
That's kind of like a road tripping with Rosa.
Yeah.
Over, yeah, because Rosa was with me.
Yes.
I heard
Yes,
we had a
it
little
was.
love connection.
With who? Bob and my dad?
Yeah.
Is-
I heard
is-
you and Bill's dad became buds.
I don't know if I'd go as far as love connection.
He said you guys made good. You guys were having a good time together.
yeah, we hit it off all right.
I got to meet your dad, man.
Because it was funny. We were leaving Brews Giving and we were at the stop sign by the post office, and my mom put her right turn signal on because she picked me up and gave us both a ride. So we were responsible because it was a day full of trying varying beers.
Was it like Brewfest where everyone got a ride home from Heidi except her fucking husband?
Yes, basically. But so we were at the stop sign and she put her right turn signal on and he said no, left. So he wanted to go to Pilgrim because
For the
his
after party.
for the after party.
Yeah.
So we walk in and we order beers and then Bob walks up. So Bob was there too for the after party. But yeah, it was a good day. All the beers were good.
Anything stand out?
There, I mean, Snitz Creek and
Snitz Creek
Rotunda
won
won.
again, yeah.
Snitz Creek holding 2 belts this year.
Yep.
The tag
Yeah.
belt and the solo
Yep.
belt.
And the solo belt.
Look at them.
There were honestly no bad beers. Like they
No,
were.
and
all good.
what I did too is, so everybody brought a couple of their own, and then there was a collaboration beers as well. And for anyone listening who doesn't know how the Brews Giving works, and correct me if I'm wrong here, whoever won last year remains as a partner, and then all the other participating brewers are matched up at random, and they work on a collaboration beer. And that's the whole purpose, is to pick the winning collaboration. It works just like the Brewfest. When you go in, you get a red bottle cap and you put it in the bucket for the one you think is the best one. So on my first loop around, I intentionally did all the collaborations, so I got them all. My palate's fresh, and I wasn't half in the bag or anything.
What was the Rotunda? What was the winning collaboration? Like, what was the style? What was the
I
flavor?
would say it was a chocolate peanut butter.
It was
wasn't
a strawberry banana peanut
Yeah.
butter sour.
I gotta ask
Like
Poker Room.
it wasn't super like tart though, but
Yeah.
like all the flavors were there.
Like
it was like
Brewfest, a lot of people came and brought their competition beer, and more than one person had a very similar style.
yeah.
Which I was like, oh man, everyone went with like a mango habanero, or
Yeah.
like they were all in this like a handful of people all went for the same thing, and then the Snitz Creek one was shit. It was
They did a peanut butter cream ale.
yeah, it was awesome.
Yep.
So, are you looking back at it now? Was there any other collaboration that, like, I don't even know who all collaborated?
DePaul Valley and
I did get my glass too, so thank you. I paid for a ticket. I was like, I'm not asking for a refund because it helps. You know, it helps breweries.
DePaul Valley and Fainstock and Bayer was good too. The
Fainstock, didn't they have the tasty cake one that everyone was going crazy for?
At the last
Brews Giving,
the last Brews Giving, they did a pineapple one that was.
Well, I mean, at Brewfest, they had they had the Boilo beer. That everyone
Yeah.
was going nuts for. Was it the beer that tastes like a Boilo?
Yeah, I think that was,
Powell Valley, I think, did the Boilo one.
yeah.
Fainstock had one too that really caught my eye. Yeah, I'm bummed I couldn't make it.
Yeah,
And then
same.
one of them did the Snickers Stout, which is actually on now at Pilgrim as a guest tap.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm trying to find
I want to say it was Snitz Creek that did the Snickers Stout.
So Fainstock and Bears and Powell Valleys were the current champs going into this. Then it was Snitz Creek and Rotunda, McCall and Robin Hood. Oh, that's a team.
They did a pumpkin cheesecake sour or something.
Yeah,
like that.
pumpkin cheesecake sour.
It was.
I don't know.
Well, here he is.
Again, not like
Highway
not
Manor
like-
Bullfrog.
not really
The
sour.
winner was called Stubbery Monknana.
Okay. Pilgrim and Black Rock, the two Pottsville breweries teamed up. How was that one? What did they
Yeah,
make?
that was good. They did a white chocolate banana sour.
Oh yeah, they had that on at
Yeah.
Black Rock yesterday, and I didn't have it though.
Okay.
I didn't realize that was their collab.
Moon Duck and Tilted Pour Brewing.
Yep. So Tilted Pour used to be Catman, which used to be I forget what else.
There's a lot of breweries here I've never heard of before.
Moo Duck.
They're
That's
on
down
their
in toward Harrisburg.
Yeah, theirs was good too. I think theirs was my dad's favorite. They did a hazelnut
Hazelnut stout.
stout. Yep.
Is this Fetish Brewing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm into that.
Yeah, they're
They're out of Lidditz.
they're
I've
at
been there
Lidditz.
before,
Yeah, they're
They're out of Latits.
yep.
Yeah.
They look neat. They do a bring your own vinyl night. So you bring a vinyl album in and you hand it to them and they play it.
Nice.
Dude, we need
Yeah,
to go.
we were talking about that.
Yeah,
How
I think
far
it's
is
like third.
Lidditz,
Lidditz,
like
it's
hour?
like hour.
Dude, let's go to Fetish
20
one weekend.
maybe.
All right.
So there's no TVs in there either. It's just all music.
Nice.
What is that? French
The-
French Pills of Bel Air.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. And then Downriver Brewing and Seven Sirens.
Yep, they did a New England IPA. I think.
How was it at Bear Park or Bearfield Park?
It was good.
Oh, the stout. That was phenomenal. Oh my god.
Good setup, good fun.
Yeah, because like on the one, but not the main basketball court facing towards the projects. The other one is where they had them all lined up at, and then they had a nice fire pit going,
Nice.
and then eventually, Bullfrog and Highway Manor actually moved their tent up near the fire more towards the end of the day because they're.
I was by the end of that was in the probably in the mid 30s.
Yep.
Yeah. Now, did they did they bring other beers besides their collab? So if you went
Yep.
to one, they had like three other.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because Bullfrog had a stout, an aged stout that they aged in maple bourbon barrels, and then they added back in the maple syrup that came out of those barrels.
Oh, nice.
Oh wow.
I like Bullfrog a lot. They have a lot of different beers than other places do. Like,
Yeah.
when they're
Once
sours.
once
and
peak's
weird
over and
stuff.
if this winter's not awful, I want to maybe Saturdays we can all get together and go travel around.
Oh yeah.
Because if we just dedicate Sundays to recording, or if we go back to once we like double record, then take a Sunday off and go hang out somewhere, I want to get back to that too. But yeah, if you're a brewery and you want us to come hang out, let us know. We'll come up and we'll set up our stuff and we can record there. We've done it before. We're coming up on I think just hit the anniversary of us going to Mellow Mink. I'd love to go back and hang out with those guys again because they were super cool. I'd like to do Harris Family again because we got better equipment and I'd like to try it out.
Is Harris Family actually open now?
I don't think so. Trogs reached out our last episode. We did some clips and they liked the idea. They liked the post where I said, well, let's get together and do an episode. So fucking fingers crossed, man. I'm gonna break a fourth wall here. I'm gonna be a little disappointed in our hometown brewery. If Trogs invites us to do an episode before Yingling, I'm gonna be a little bummed.
It's gonna happen.
I think it's gonna happen too. Which I'm gonna be like, because I've been done. Like I would love to sit down with one of the daughters and just fucking drink a beer and talk Yingling. Like I think it'd be so much fun, but we're not. I guess we're not big enough. Well, our 3 subscribers on YouTube isn't
Yeah.
enough for them. You know, we started fresh. But yeah, that would be amazing. But if there's a brewer that wants us to come hang out, we'd love to do that. And if you're too far away, if we can find out a way to ship it here, we'll do it, and we'll sit and drink your beers, and we can Skype you in and talk to you on the computer. We're not opposed to that either. We always have an open seat if somebody wants to come and hang out and join us. If you have a topic you want to come talk about, or you're a home brewer, we have some home brewing stuff. I'm down.
Hell
But
yeah. I gotta
all right.
bring one of my brothers over for you guys to try.
before Bill pulls out his surprise, let's do our beer of the night.
Well, I'm not sure if we know that. No, this won't win beer of the night.
If you're already telling me,
I can almost guarantee it.
all right. Well, unfortunately, Highland is not in the running. We're gonna do the best foam because it's the foam. Yeah. I'll start first. It's fucking tough because this one at the end here, the young bachelor,
new was it? The Nameless.
the Nameless. That one
Or
one's
the
really good. But I'm
Nameless.
gonna go with Pandion.
I agree.
Agree.
Yeah, unanimous.
All right, beer of the night. Second place, Free Energy.
I agree.
Yep.
Free Energy number 2.
I'm not just doing it on purpose either.
I'll go Nameless.
Yeah, Nameless it is.
All right, so first place is gonna be Pandion.
Canvas was very good though.
It was very
Yep.
good. I love the idea too, where you can draw.
That's
on
my
the
can art of the night.
Can art of
Because
the
it
night.
can be whatever you want it to
Yep.
be.
Yeah, I see really cool stuff on that can.
Yeah.
Pandion, first place. Second place, Free Energy. Third place, The Nameless. Really cool beers. Foam, thank you so much, Bob. Thank you for bringing them. You do have some other. You have that. Can I say what the brewery you have sitting at home?
Yeah.
You still have it, the Treehouse.
Yeah, I didn't touch any of them yet.
Oh.
I saved everyone for the show.
I've only had like 2 or 3 Treehouse beers. They're all Treehouse is like
Yeah.
if
Everything I have in those has been fantastic.
just a top tier beer like place. So I'm really excited to try those.
So I'm gonna say I probably have close to 30 of them.
Holy shit!
So,
New Year's episode.
So it's like a whole month of.
Yeah.
so I mean, if we're gonna go back to doing two shots a night, that'll be mine until I run them all out. I'll bring
What we
4
can do too is-
Treehouses and something else on the sidebar.
What we can do too is because it'll be less pours and we can get more done and try more. Maybe actually for a new year, not obviously New Year's Day, but maybe close to the end of the year, maybe we could add 2 more microphones, put a person here, put a person here, and then I'll take that microphone. We can put 6 people, and we can do some damage with 6 people and try some stuff out, have some people on.
Oh yeah.
A New Year's Eve episode, and
Yeah.
our own ball drop here.
Yeah, the ball drop be us dropping.
Yep, yes.
But yeah, well, and then we could all just get in a car and drive out to your house then. All right, what is your surprise?
All right.
The Shiner Straight Shooter Hard Seltzer, the juicy dill pickle beer. It's
Dill pickle.
delicious.
Dill pickle seltzer.
A dill pickle seltzer.
Now with more pickle. Pickles your taste buds. Brine and shine. It's the real dill.
I love the terrible puns.
Real. It's a real pickle in every sip.
I think it has nutrition facts on it.
Yep. I think most of the seltzers do.
Do they?
Yeah.
Have you tried this?
No.
All right.
I have refused to try it because I wanted us all to try it together.
No one drink it until we're all ready to drink it.
It's a series.
Is it all like weird fucking beers?
This is the weirdest one so far, but they're all different flavors. Yeah,
Do they have a buffalo wing one like those fucking
Yeah.
sodas?
Yeah.
Well, I do have a.
here,
The ranch
look-
dressing.
look at my
The
friend
ranch
note is.
dressing.
All right. He gave it a 3.75.
I feel like this is going to be one of those your scientists were so preoccupied with whether or not they could and whether or not they should.
Well, I did hear from people that came in and bought it that they liked it more when they were eating food. I guess because it like
I've had pickled beers before, and
This is Shiner, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've all been okay, but to me, they're always a one-off.
Yeah,
I can't see drinking more than one at a shot.
it does smell like dill,
I will
but
say
not
this.
like overpowering.
Yeah.
In case I shit on this beer, I want to say up front and forth, one of my favorite darker beers that I fucking really, really enjoyed, and I actually drank a 6-pack of a dark beer, was Shiner's S'mores beer.
Dude,
Yep.
Shiner
Yeah.
makes
Oh,
good
that's,
stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good
The
one.
old school Shiner Bock is good
Yep.
too.
I went to a bar and I guess nobody bought any of the s'mores beers, and they were sitting there like, we're selling them for $1 a piece because they're sitting here and we can't get rid of them. And I was like,
All right,
I'll buy whatever you
Yeah.
have. And I bought them all and left.
all right.
Holy fucko. This
Mhm.
smells like a not as strong as I thought it was gonna be.
Wonder if maybe we should have rolled it first.
No,
'Cause
I definitely taste the dill.
Yeah.
I get more what I would say is cucumber as opposed to pickle, and like a little bit.
Yeah, I agree.
sour.
It's a little more cucumbery than pickly.
Some people like cucumbers bitter pickled.
Well, I mean, that's how you make pickle.
I know, it's a joke.
Son of a bitch. Like it wasn't
like-
quite pickled yet.
But
Yeah.
there's like the odd metallic taste that I usually don't like in seltzers. There's none of that
Yeah,
here.
No.
I call it the TV static. There's no
yeah.
TV static. It's not
No.
overcarbonate. It's not bubbly. It literally tastes. You know how when you get those infused waters, where,
Yeah.
like people put
Yeah.
like
Oh, don't swish it.
now. There's
Oh,
no
now I have to.
yeah. There's no like vinegary.
No, yeah, switch it. Swish it.
Swish it around.
Give it a-
In
give it
your
a-
mouth.
Give it a sommelier tasting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no. Once those bubbles open up.
So I was saying there's no vinegary. No. Like when you eat like dill pickle chips and you get
Yeah.
that, it's like really like the vinegary. That's not really there. It honestly tastes like if you infuse like a water with dill with
Yeah.
like the dill pickle. It's
I-
not terrible.
I have to admit that is better than I anticipated.
It's not a bad. I'm telling you what. When people were making fun of White Claws and like it was like a joke beer, but people have gotten decent at making seltzers.
I could see where the people coming in and saying about like food.
Yeah.
So if you drink this with like a hamburger,
Yeah, it
or a
might not be all
cheeseburger or
right.
something, like it would be that extra little.
What was that seltzer pack that we had at your house? After
Oh, the Mike's ones.
were they Mike's?
Yeah.
They were really good.
No, they were really good.
I
Those got free
was
for work.
also blackout drunk at that point.
No, the pineapple one just tastes like straight pineapple juice.
The mango one was really good
Yeah,
too.
no, the Mike's hard seltzers were pretty good.
I will say this: out of all the seltzers I've ever had, I will say if I had to crown a winner for the fucking king of the seltzers, we had Bud Light, I had Crown, I had Truly Lemonade was really good, but I don't count it as a seltzer group because it was a lemonade. Mike's hands down. The Mike's
You know what's
were
funny? Mike's and White Claw are the same company.
Yeah.
really.
Yeah,
The Mike's ones were awesome.
yeah, they
They're-
were really
They're
good. I was
really really
surprised.
good. Man, a fucking
That wasn't as bad as I expected.
No.
No,
It still
same.
wasn't good.
Don't
but
switch it around.
Don't switch it around, then it will. Ugh. I almost puked a little bit on that. It is definitely interesting.
Wowzer. Yeah, hopefully by the next, probably not the next time we go live, but hopefully very soon, coming into the end of the year, the beginning of the next year will be our season 4. So the way we do it, so if you look on YouTube and you're like, season 1 has a lot of episodes and season 2 was kind of like lackluster, and then season 3 you guys kind of picked it up a little bit. Season 2 and 3 there was a little bit of COVID there where we didn't sit down and record, and some member changes and some stuff went down, but also I was going to do every season on the anniversary of the show, and then I just like, fuck it, I'll just extend it to the end of the year, and then that's kind of how we did it. So every year we're going to pick up the new season. So that's how we're going to do it. So next start of 2022 will be season 4 of Bangin' Beers and every other show on the network for us that's run by me. So that's super exciting. So if you look at the playlist and you're wondering if I'm missing some or why is there less episodes, that's why. There was a section there where we didn't have a computer because the things went down, but we do have in the works a new camera that'll be a lot better to get our image there. And then I'm also looking to buy mute kill switches for the microphones. So if you have to cough or like a cough button, you have to cough. So if you want to help that process and help us get better equipment, we do have merch pages. You can head over to our website at www.iwepnetwork.com. Click on the Bangin Beers and hit shop. Take you right to our Teespring. We have every past logo on a t-shirt or a hoodie, and then our main logo is on everything. There are some new items that we have to upload. There's pop rings, not the sockets, but like a ring that you can put the logo on. I haven't looked at it yet. There is how we had the tumbler glasses and the bottles. They just came with wine ones, so we can put a Bangin Beers wine glass, which is pretty cool. There's a few other items that they just put on there that we have to look at, but I'll be uploading those soon. So if you buy some merchandise, that'd be amazing. Use code SHIP for free shipping. There is another one for, I think, 20% off, but I don't remember the code. It is on our Facebook. It's the pinned one if you look. And then there's also a TeePublic and also a Redbubble. So if you want to check out, but all those links are in our link tree. That's linked below. You can go check out and buy some merch. We also have a Patreon as well as just a donation. If you want to send us a donation, you can do that as well. It helps us get some equipment. We have our eyes on some things. I do have a set dollar amount that will get me pretty much where I need to be with equipment. I want to get another maybe one if unless we get a really big donation, 2 maybe cameras. What I'd like to do if we go on location again is I'd like to do a 3-camera setup and kind of play around. It take me a little longer editing, but kind of what I'm hoping for. And yeah, that's kind of my goal, is to get some fun stuff. So if you guys want to support, you can do that. But on closing, Bob, what do you got to plug? What t-shirt are you wearing?
Today is the Charter Oak Brewing, Waterbury, Connecticut. It was one of the places we visited on vacation.
Waterbury, that's where Happy Gilmore's from.
Is it?
Yeah. Because he won the Waterbury Open.
I didn't know. I didn't remember that.
Nice place. There's a Bangin Beers podcast sticker on the wall somewhere.
So so going forward, I didn't tell you until about 3/4 of the way through your trip. Take a picture of where you post it. Like, hey, it's on this wall. Like, so we could be like, hey, we're on this, and then what we could do on social media is just send us a photo, just tell us where it is, and then we can be like, Bangin Beers is at this location, and then we can kind of geographically say where we are. It'd be kind of fun. Just for the future. And that goes for all of us. If we put a sticker somewhere, just say like, hey, here's where we are.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. We have a sticker at Pilgrim, but somebody else stuck their sticker on top of our sticker.
We're going to fight him.
Yeah.
Is it you?
No, it wasn't us.
I accidentally pulled one of the other show stickers over.
It's actually someone who follows us and comments on our Instagram. So maybe they did it as like a respect thing. Like they wanted ours by ours.
Mm-hmm.
But there was a lot of wall there. He didn't have to cover us up a little bit, you know? But yeah, so we're on the wall of Pilgrim, and we're actually on the tip jar too.
We are.
Fucking, that's what I'm talking about. No one else on the fucking tip jar.
No.
If someone goes on that tip jar, I'm fucking scratching you off. That's all there is to it. Until they scratch us off.
Yeah.
Bill, what do you got?
Just check out the shops of our sponsors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get anything on Fright Rags?
I didn't.
Black Friday.
No, I was everything I wanted was like 5X, and it'd be a very long time until I'm that size.
Yeah.
If ever.
If ever.
I know most people that wear 5Xs probably don't need to wear 5Xs.
Yeah. I will say that I think a lot of the Black Friday sale, at least for me anyway, they weren't awesome. Like a lot of companies did not.
No, there weren't.
No.
There really weren't
20%
anything
off.
good. Like I got my studio monitors. I've been looking at them for a while at American Musical Supply, and they were like $50 off for the pair. So I'm like, all right, that's pretty good.
Yeah. I think the best sale I got is a company I'm kind of getting into. Is called Black Craft Cult. I really like their clothing, and I like kind of what they represent. Call me a devil worshiper. I don't care.
Hail Satin. Hail Santa.
Hail Satan, eat pizza.
Hail Santa.
But they had like up to 80% off. So I literally got 2 t-shirts, and it was because normally a shirt from them is like $25.
Yep.
And shipping on top of it. So they're usually a little more expensive, but I got 2 t-shirts for like 30 because they were that cheap. So I got 2 cool shirts coming in.
The best I saw at Blender's sunglasses were buy one, get one free. And I really like them.
Yeah. What do you got to plug?
Get your asses on the fucking community page and post.
Yeah. We do have some people like my dad's posting. He does his beer reviews.
The same people post all the time. And it's cool. Like Doug the Beer Snob, your dad. I recently just posted like people are trying to share unrelated content but not contribute to the community.
Yeah.
We're trying to build a community. Please post more. Like I harped on this enough, but like That's there for all of us. There's over 1,000 members in it, and like there's 4 of us that post.
There's so here, the problem that we have, and it's not just this show, it's all the shows, is we have people who just enjoy being a wallflower, and I have to mentally get over that. I really do.
Which that's fine.
It is, but it's really, really hard when you've been doing something for 3 years and like when people come up to you and you're like, oh my God, dude, I watch it all the time. I really, really enjoy it. You're like, fuck, man. Like you could have just said like, hi, like,
Yeah.
like it would have meant like mentally for me would have like been like, okay, like when I have people come up and compliment and they like, and I kind of, I'm not trying to be a dick, but I kind of quiz them. I'm like, well, what did you like about it? And then like, and they actually start telling me, I'm like, oh, okay, you actually do listen. It means a lot to when you create something just to have, and podcasting isn't really like, it's kind of like, how can I describe it? Like it's popular and it's cool to talk about if people are listening to a celebrities podcast, but when you're like just fucking 4 schmucks in a fucking house and you're not famous and people are like, oh, look at you thinking you're a pod, like it's kind of like a joke, like frowned upon. So like when someone actually legit enjoys us and ranks us up there with some of their favorite podcasters, it means a lot. But the thing is, a lot of people are just quiet, and a lot of people join the community page just to kind of see what's going on and see our posts. But yeah, it's kind of like karaoke. You got to get drunk enough, and then you'll eventually dive in.
Man, just tell us what beers you're drinking, man. I mean, like that's not that difficult. So
Yeah,
like I don't need to like your life story or anything. Just like tell me what do you like that stout you have right now.
I don't post enough in the community page, but also the only time I drink is on this show. So I don't really drink very often. And when I'm at a bar, I try to post. Like me.
I've been trying to share all of the Instagram posts I put up on the community page.
Yeah. But we are on Twitter. We're actually, all these videos go live on Twitter as well as Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube, the brand new YouTube page. We're not going to be uploading the content to the IWEP network page. I usually used to go live on that page too. We'll share it to it, but we're not going to go live on it. Another thing we're going to do too is once I get all of the uploads done for the YouTube page where we're completely caught up and current on all of our content on YouTube, I am going to start uploading them all to Facebook. And then so you can click on our Bangin' Beers page, see season 1, 2, and 3, and check out all the past content. Some of the past content is tough to watch. The quality is not amazing. We've come a long way. But thank you all for the support. You know any other plugs? You just plugged the community page.
Go see Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Go see Ghostbusters. Yeah, check out the network. Thank you everyone who's a part of the network. Welcome back. Brand new show, Stay Doomed. Higher Than Other Words. We like pro wrestling and all the other great shows on the network. Please check it out. If you do go to our page too below on YouTube, it has the linked channels. All of our new channels are on there. So Interviews with Everyday People, Truth Behind Illusion. If you're into like spooky ghost conspiracy, check that out. Our next episode will be all about Krampus, and we're going to be actually going to a Krampus event, maybe taking some like vlog style videos. Not sure yet. Also, we have Not Cool in High School. We just talked Ninja Turtles. And then Tornado Tag Podcast, we are back live this Thursday. We just aired a bunch of interviews we did at Backbreakers Entertainment, which is a wrestling show we just went to. So go check out that content and subscribe to those channels.
Hell yeah.
You were going to say something?
I was just going to say the Krampus event's going to be a crossover event because it's TBI, Not Cool in High School, and Bangin' Beers, if you think about it.
Yeah.
They have a beer garden.
Listen, pretty much most of the crew is going to be hanging out there that day. And if you want to come hang out with us, we'll be in Jim Thorpe the whole day. Come hang out, say hi to us. We'll have a beer with you in the beer garden.
Absolutely. And probably every other place in town.
There's that one place that serves beer, but it's like just like someone's house. Like it's a tiny little like hall. It's like just like a hallway, and they have a bar to the left.
That's not open anymore.
It was open.
The one that's outside?
It's next to Tony Stella's.
Yeah, it's always super packed. I just never go in there because it looks too busy. It's next to like where the lady sells like the shoes. And it was open when we were there for the prison.
Oh, Stone Row.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a house. No, yeah, but Tony Stella's unfortunately.
And the Molly Maguires, they have their own lager or their own, like they make an in-house beer.
They do?
They make their own craft beer. The last time we were there, I bought it. It was really good.
Interesting.
Yeah, so at the bottom of the tail, Molly Maguires has their own craft beer.
Plus, Notch 8 is all PA wines or beers and spirits. So
I go to Notch 8.
Notch 8.
Actually, Yards makes one just for the
Broadway.
Yeah,
that's right.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, we're gonna do some cool stuff 2022. Even if we're not invited to go to breweries, we're gonna personally go and just go hang out. We won't record content. Maybe we'll do like little vlogs, or maybe we'll go like live on Instagram or
Yeah.
something. There you were, like I said, the guys are gonna be making some side content. I don't know if we're gonna make it like officially episode whatever,
Oh, yeah.
but
Nah,
it'll be
it'd be like mini-sodes.
it'll be
Just-
small little things just to check out on platforms, and maybe we'll make it exclusive to Instagram, exclusive to Facebook, just to kind of drive some attention there. But thank you guys so much. We're super excited to be back. We're all healthy, safe. We're doing well. We'll be back again. Is it next Sunday?
Yeah.
Or is it next Sunday, the one we were up in the air about because we're going to be in places?
I think next Sunday. I don't think I have plans next Sunday. I don't know.
Well, next
figure it
Sunday
out.
will be the 5th.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Oh, next Sunday, I think I'm going to a show.
All right, we'll figure it out.
Depending on what happens with that, we'll let you know. If we're not live next Sunday, we have that one episode. Queen City Brewing Company we'll post that one, but we will be live the 12th, the 19th, and the 26th ? I mean, I'm down if you guys are. It's the day after
Why not?
Christmas. Maybe we'll find some. I know what's his name. They always do the Christmas cookies variety pack. Flying Dog.
Yeah.
So you're talking about
there's an Ellicottville one too.
Yeah,
Variety.
so-
I picked up the Sam Adams winter variety
Cool.
cans too, so we could do an episode on that.
Yeah,
around
December's
the
gonna have a lot of fun stuff.
holidays.
December too. We'll put it out here. We're not going to really put it out there on the social media. Maybe we will. But if you're local and you are listening to this and you would like to drop off a boilo for us to try,
Oh, hell,
we're always down to try boilos. We did it last season. It was really fun, and we talked about people's boilos. It was really good. If you want your boilo to be on the show, reach out to one of
Oh,
us.
That's what I wanted to plug. So next Friday at Little Brown Barrel in Minersville, Rusty Rail is doing a tap takeover and a Firkin night of a boilo version of their Fog Monster IPA.
Is it canned or just?
It's the Firkin.
Firkin.
So it's in a little keg.
yeah.
You can only get it there that
That's
night.
Friday. What time does it start?
It's like 6 to whenever.
This Friday.
Yeah,
6 to what?
whenever I believe.
I may pop in after work.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely be going.
I'll be popping in
Try it.
after work too.
Yeah, it's Rusty Rail will be there, and like I said, they're doing a boilo variant of their Fog Monster IPA, so I'm super excited
Fog
to
was
try
so
that.
good. Maybe we'll get set up an interview or an episode with Rusty Rail, which would be dope.
That would
Well, the guy said he's into it, right?
Yeah.
And that's the guy with the mullet
Maybe
that you met at the.
I met one of the reps. He
Yeah.
didn't have a mullet.
I thought you said one of the guys had like a mullet or something. You said like, "Oh, I'll be on camera," and he whipped his hair out of his hat and he had a mullet.
I don't remember.
I hope he has a mullet.
That was a long time
Anyway.
ago.
Yeah, we're out of here, Bangin' Brews podcast. See you next time.
Peace.